Hi, we're Dan and Mary Buckley here with our dog, Fritz McGee. We just retired, bought a camper, and now we're on a great adventure to see our wonderful country.
There's a little pull off, and they have sort of an informational. It's all about the Alaskan pipeline, which we're going to take a look at here in a minute. There's the Alaskan pipeline, actually, from Valdez Marine Terminal, which we were there. Matter of fact, we talked to a guy who worked there. He was retired, but he had worked there all the way up to Prudhoe Bay. That's going southward, and that's going north. These are some deals here. I know that there's things they use to keep the thing cleaned out. Well, they used to have, there it is, retired pig. Okay, says this pig scraped wax from the internal walls of the pipe when the pipeline first began operating. Once the system warmed up from the constant flow of hot north slope oil, wax buildup ended. At that time, the scraper pig was replaced by a lighter and softer polyurethane version of the adjacent display. It's right here. Well, let's take a look. It says here, pigs in the pipeline. Devices called pigs improve the flow of oil through the Trans-Alaska pipeline and monitor its condition. Pigs are launched and retrieved at pump stations and travel through the pipeline with the moving oil. That is pretty cool. Put your arms up. You're a shorty. You're only 5'2". Yeah, you can't quite reach it. In a couple days, we'll be following this Alaska pipeline on up the Dalton road. We're going to go the Dalton road up. Hopefully, we're going to get the Arctic Circle. That's our objective. That's kind of like our ultimate objective when we get up here, is to get up to the Arctic Circle. We're going to leave Saturday. It's supposed to be nice and warm and dry Saturday, so hopefully that's true, and we don't have to travel a muddy road all the way up there.
Dad and his dog.
So we are currently at a place called Alnes. That's O-L-N-E-S, Alnes State Park Campground. This is a dry campground, no water, no electric, no sewer. It's just you and your camper. That's all you get here. Get a garbage can, couple of vault toilets, and that's about it. And a nice big pond. This pond here is supposed to be stocked with grayling and rainbow trout. I'll get down here on the bank of the pond here, give you a little better view of the pond and the surroundings. It's not a very big pond. It's pretty small. This area here is just north of Fairbanks, about 20 miles north of Fairbanks. So we're out away from the congested area. There's not a whole lot up here. The road that comes up this way is the road that heads on up. It's the Dalton Highway, the Ellis. The Dalton eventually goes into the Dalton Highway, which eventually goes all the way up to Prudhoe Bay and also bypasses the Arctic Circle. So today is a day that something big is going to happen. This is what this whole trip has been building up to, is what we are getting ready to do today. So we're packing up and heading to Beverly today. And not really, but we are packing up. Got a few munchies here. Got our Starlink, because where we're going, there's no cell coverage, there's no nothing for hours of where we're getting ready to go. Got my drone, got Fritzy there, got everything in here. We got us a nice long drive. Like I say, nice long trip. We got a sunny day. Man, this is the first sunny day we've had in, I think, a month. And it's supposed to be sunny all day long. Not so sure if it's going to be like this where we're going. I hope so. Get some good pictures. Today is July 25th. It's my brother's birthday. Would have been his birthday. He would have been 64 today. He died in 1977, May 26th, of a car accident. And Vince, I got a little bit of time. I think it'd be a good time maybe to tell you a little bit about his testimony, because I'm really proud of him and glad to have him as a brother for the few years that it did. So my brother's name was Jack Douglas. He was known as JD all the time, named after my dad, Jack Douglas Buckley. And in 1977, May 26th, he died in a car accident. He was 14, just finished his freshman year in high school. It's just ending up, him and one of my cousins and a couple of their friends went swimming to my cousin's high school swimming pool. On their way back, ended up in an accident. He died. Another boy died in the truck. They were driving a truck. My cousin, she was severely injured and was in the hospital for a long time. But his testimony is something that we didn't find out for, I don't know, maybe months after he died, that a family found out about this testimony. So on May 25th, last day of school there, the science teacher said that you could present any kind of presentation you want, scientific presentation. So he decided that he would take his Bible to school and present salvation, present the proof for the existence of God. And he wanted to explain to the class the plan of salvation. So that's what he did. That was his presentation. The teacher opened it up, anything, and that was his presentation. So he went to school, to the class, and presented the gospel to the class. This is a public school, not a big public school. I went there as well. There's like 400 in the high school, so you can see it's small, rural type of high school. He presented it, and he got a lot of heckling from some, but others he got some questions and answered them, and then that was it. But the last words he said in his presentation, he says, "I know for a fact if I die tomorrow that I'll be in heaven." That was May 25th. May 26th, he died in an accident. And that shook up a lot of people, especially the people in that class. When you say something like that, the very next day you die, that really had a lot of people come to my mom. I know a lot of kids with questions. So he had quite the testimony there at school, had quite the testimony at home and in church and in the town as well. But I thought I'd...
well, I know your mom kind. At the funeral, there was so many people there that had something to say about JD and his love for God.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on fire for the Lord, and of course there's 5 years in between me and him, and so I was off working. I wasn't even living at home at the time. I didn't, you know, get to know him as well because I was gone so much. But yes, he was definitely on fire for the Lord, and that testimony really set it off for him. And I was so impressed. I was so proud. The whole family was, when we found out about that. But like I said, we didn't find out about that till a couple months after he died. We didn't even know that happened. And that was such an encouragement to us that he died with that kind of testimony.
Somehow I just never learned.
Now, a little Yukon stop here. We'll go check it out, see what they got inside. Stopped here at the Yukon River Camp and going to put our sticker on. Put it on.
Right here.
Okay, that's good. We got our sticker now. So I just got some gas here at the Yukon River Camp. $7.49 a gallon. Good thing I didn't need that much. Okay, we just stopped off. Got some really expensive gas here at the Yukon River Camp. Next stop, Arctic Circle. Well, we only got a couple more miles to go to the Arctic Circle, and the road just got really bad. It was doing pretty good, but now we're on a stretch of road they call Beaver Slide, and I can understand why they call it Beaver Slide. It's steep, and if it were muddy, this would not be a road that you would want to be on. We're here. Well, we are officially here at the Arctic Circle. The Arctic Circle, we're here. Woo!
Yay! Finally made it.
Yeah. Woo. So they do have a little deck here. I'm not so sure what you're supposed to see. I think everything's grown up and you're not going to see anything, but I'm going to get the drone up, take some pictures of the area at least, and so everybody can see it. Well, it's warm today. Woo! And we are in the land of the midnight sun.
From the start, nostalgia is my second nature. My least favorite state of mind, but I go there all the time, all the time. Oh, I go there all the time, all the time.
Well, this was one rough ride for Fritzy coming up here. Lots of gravel, lots of bumps. It was a pretty rough ride. And that barf medicine, it only holds for so much. I think it's coming up here was just a little bit too excessive for him. place here called Finger Mountain. Stop here at the Yukon River Camp, get a bite to eat. Another reason for stopping here is I wanted to get some videos of the Yukon River Bridge. This bridge is a very unique bridge. It's not only built to allow traffic to cross, but it's also built to house the Alaska pipeline. Instead of creating a separate entity to support the pipeline, they used the bridge and they integrated the pipeline inside the bridge. You can see the pipeline coming up alongside the bridge and then up underneath it. If you look closely on the next two videos, you will see the pipeline being held up underneath the bridge. This morning, we're going to have a good breakfast. Yesterday, we went up to the Arctic Circle, 12.5 hours on that Dalton highway. Of course, all of it wasn't driving time. Some of it was just stopping and doing various things. About 8.5, 9 hours technically on that driving time. We're tired. We're wore out. Today's a rest day.
Plus, Dan fell yesterday. He went to sit in the chair and flipped back and hit the picnic table, so.
Yeah, I'm okay. You know, just another knock in the head. That's all I need. So we got a nice little skillet again. Eggs and potatoes and meat and
veggies.
All the fixings. And Mary's going to be happy again, of course. That's her
I
favorite.
don't know why you keep saying that.
We're hungry and we're going to get started here. Today's Lord's Day. Watched the service this morning. Pastor preaching. Going to watch the afternoon one as well. Probably just relax, clean out the back of the truck since it's full of dust.
Oh, it's horribly dirty.
Man, driving that
The
road.
truck itself is real dirty.
Yeah. So here we go. We're gonna dive in and we're hungry and it's time to eat. Alnez Pond Campground. Time to head out. Taking Knucklehead out for his last little walk so he can relieve himself before we take off. We're heading out from here. We're going to go down to Fairbanks. Got to dump the tanks. From there, we're going to head down to Delta Junction. Hopefully, I can get the camper washed down there. Boy, it's kind of held some dirt for quite a while now. And we got a couple other things we want to do at Delta Junction. And then from there, we're going to head back to our starting point, which is Tok.
Here we are, episode 12.
12.
And our episodes continue on.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot, done a lot.
Yeah. This one may not seem like we've done a lot, but we did do a lot.
Did laundry, went shopping.
Did all that stuff.
Got the car and the truck and the trailer washed.
Oil changed in the truck, yes. There's a lot of little things that we did up in Fairbanks.
Maintenance stuff.
Yep. But the biggest one was to go to the Arctic Circle. And that was the big event that I was looking forward to. I wasn't so sure we'd be able to. I didn't know what the roads were going to be like. but the Lord give us a good sunny day. A lot of
Well,
dust.
they'd been having rain. I mean, it rained and rained and rained for weeks. And we thought that we might not be able to go on the road. I mean, it was full of water along with potholes. You know, I don't know what kind of mess you'd be in, you know.
Well, you'd be in a money mess,
Yep,
and
that'd
that
be
would have
true.
been fun to clean. Of course,
Yep.
cleaning all the dust wasn't much better. But we made it to the Arctic Circle and made it back safely, and that was really cool to do that. That's kind of a trip of a lifetime, just to be able to do that, to make that adventure, to go up, to drive up. A lot of people take these tours and go up there, and they get catered when they go up. But, you know, most of the adventure is the drive. Matter of fact, that is the adventure, is the drive. That Dalton Highway going up there, it's not an easy or nice highway.
It's
But
12 and a half hours there and back.
well,
Long
yeah,
time.
long time, but only about 9 hours driving.
And it felt like a lot more.
Yeah. Fritzy had a mishap. That was pretty rough for him.
He got sick, yeah.
But we're gonna end this one and end it with the big hurrah of the Arctic Circle. To us, that was huge. Or to me, that was huge. Just to make it there, just to drive up there and say, hey, I've been to the Arctic Circle, the land of the midnight sun. So,
We just hope more people are able to do the things that we've been doing on this trip. That'd be great if the other people could start doing it too.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
so we don't have our cups again. Of course, we're not sitting in the camper. But here's to get out.
And get going.
Yep.